We have the light going crazy already. So here's the light code energy already happening. Let me just close this. It's so crazy the amount of light that I get coming into this room. All right, that's a bit better. Hello. See who we can see. All right. Welcome. Hopefully you can hear me because I have this plugged in for now until it starts to mess around with me a little bit. Welcome everyone. Maybe if you are, I think my husband's here. Thank you, honey. It's always hard with this window in this room, but it seems okay right now, so that's good. Okay, we'll just wait for a few people to come in. And hopefully this is going to be awesome. You're going to enjoy it. All right, let me see. Okay, so maybe something's happened because it shows that that's 0 right now. Okay, so something's happening. Hopefully you guys can see. Yay, light codes. It's funny, honey, it's not showing anybody in the room. It just has a big fat 0. And obviously you're there. Looks like just you so far. Yeah, that's okay. People will come in. I said 12 o'clock. So I'll just check. The patrons are there. I could probably see myself. Okay, so we've got a couple. I mean, if nobody, it's Sunday, so maybe nobody wants to come. But this will be there anyway for people to look at later, I guess. So some may come in late. Yeah, that's okay. We'll do it. And we'll wait and see. I had a feeling actually, because I only posted this morning what time it was going to be. But if you're here, if you're here and you're just listening, welcome. Hopefully you're going to enjoy today. We've got a lot of transmissions that we're going to do. Working with the Light Alliance to bring in these light codes that everybody asked for, and also a bit of DNA recalibration and activation from the spiritual masters. So it's going to be interesting. They've already given me a visualization to use for you guys, which is awesome. I love that. But we'll just wait and see if everyone's going to come in. So I'm not sure. Might as well light some sage or something. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Hopefully I've got that. Oh. What's that noise? Hope it's not me. Some kind of noise outside. Oh, I don't have a lighter right here. Yeah, I thought it was an alarm on my phone or something. I'm like, what? Oh, here we go. God, car alarm. Yeah, next door. Okay, so hopefully... So if nobody comes in by about 12:05, I'm just going to do it as though I've got a big audience because I don't know what's happening. Everyone wanted it. Okay. All right. It's going to light some sage. I know. It's kind of like, where is everybody? Part of me feels like I just need to put it live for everybody. Just put it live on YouTube and just start talking. Don't know. I don't think I can change the settings now though. I would have to go back in and change it all. Well, hopefully someone will be here. Sage is really going. Well, I know. Look at that. Making a bit of fire. But giving it all to the new crystals as well. So hopefully give them a sage bath. And love it. All right. Well, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to have to get going in a minute as though I have an audience. I have a class. Okay. Yeah, I will. Wow. These crystals are soaking up the sage, man. This one's gorgeous. Look at that. Right. Yeah. Well, I sort of told everybody for Patreon that it was for Patreon, so I guess I can just do this and then later on in a week or something. I know. In a week or something, upload it. So let's get some crystals going. Welcome if someone's come in. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just bathing the crystals. Thank you. Okay, we've got a couple of people now. Welcome. I hope you guys are going to enjoy today. It's going to be awesome, to be honest. You guys are going to get a lot from this. I'm just sort of saging my crystals while I'm waiting. Hey, Desiree. Thanks so much for coming in. Welcome. I hope that you guys are going to love this. Oh, Candy. You can't go when there's a webinar. Oh, I'm just going to go. You're going to be all activated and stuff. But I'm glad we've got some people in now, so thank you for coming in. And, whoa, I was just getting my Lemurians all nice and clear as well. They're activating that high vibration. Okay, Candy. I was going to tell you, Candy, the best thing I got was a blow-up bed from Walmart, like $80. And, you know, the thing stays up and it doesn't go flat, and it's just, you can get it just at the right comfort. Probably you struggling with moving, etc. It's not been easy. Oh, hey, Kathy. Welcome. I hope this finds you happy and well. I'm just bathing the crystals. They've had a sunbath and everything. I know. I really can't wait for Desiree's getting one, and I can't wait for her to feel it. This is my personal little Lemurian, and I've got some big ones coming, but these are fantastic. That's what it is. I thought so, Candy. This did too much. That's why I was saying the best bed I got, it was the blow-up one from Walmart. The more expensive one, not the cheap ones, the Intel one. Yay, Desiree, awesome. It was like $80, but for a queen size. And we still have one in our guest room. It's still been blown up for 2 years. Yep, just go to Walmart, do yourself a favor, get the blow-up one. And you'll still use it, I'm sure, in the bed frame. They're fantastic. Corey still got his from, what, 2.5 years ago now? And we have one in our spare bedroom, and it's still up. It's had people on it, still up. Nobody puts any air in it since. It went up and that's it. But those Intel ones are really good. And you can, you know, adjust it. Yeah. Do that for just so you've got something for now, then you've always got a spare bed. That's the way I saw it. Got something to sleep on now. When I get a new bed, it can go as a spare bed, you know. Anyway, we sleep on the sleep number bed, no springs. Yeah. Hey, Lisa, welcome. Hopefully you guys are going to love today. As usual, these are my notes. Just a half a page of bits and pieces, and I'm going to make a webinar out of it. I'm glad to see some people are here. Thank you so much for coming in. And, oh, okay. All right. Hey. Welcome. Oh, here it is. Okay. So, excited, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to be working with the Light Alliance to open up these light codes for the ascension within us. I'm going to take you through opening, declaration, of course, and setting you up to bring in this new powerful light energy. And I'll take you through a transmission sort of procedure. And so we're going to expand, enlighten, bring love, empowerment, rescripting life, realigning the path, and upgrading to our sacred flame, being in the flow, anchoring the soul and the body, joy empowerment booster, and the mastery integration. So we've got a whole lot of stuff that we are, I mean, you're going to be blown away by the way that they've taught me how to send this information to you guys is incredible. When I first started, I thought no one's here and I was just going to start doing it and have it pre-recorded for you guys. But I'm glad to see some people are coming in. And I am advocating these Lemurian crystals because I'm telling you now, Bobby and I, we got them a shipment a couple of days ago. And we both chose our own out of the box. And of course, there were bigger ones as well, like these bigger ones. Okay, these are the real big ones. But we got these little ones out. I started coughing. I started tingling. I felt like a huge, almost like there was at the very base of my shoulder blade, it was like something was taken out of there. I'm like, oh my God. And it didn't stop. So all kinds of things have shifted out of my body since using these. And Desiree, you've got one out of this batch, okay, that I picked out for you as well. And like I've got a few of these smaller ones, they are extremely powerful. So the Lemurian, this is the Phantom quartz, it's huge. You see the Phantom inside. And big Lemurians as well. Oh my God, we need the high vibration. Hey, Karen, we need that high vibration as we're working with things. And just going to show you this one real quick. This is on the table as well. So, yeah, the ancient Lemurians are coming in. We've been working with Lemurian energy for a super long time. Probably more so since the year 2000. So Lemurian energy has been coming in slowly but surely, coming into our life. But after we calibrate today, even though I've done this process a number of years ago, doing it again, having a big boost, this is going to be awesome. And I was going to actually teach this as a separate course, but you guys are getting it for nothing, right? Just for being patrons. So I'm grateful. Yeah, Lemurian crystals. The ones that I've found, some of them are just not Lemurians. So sometimes if you go on certain websites and you're trying to purchase one, it looks all right in the picture and then you get it home and it's just crap. And that's what ended up happening. Oh, the chickadees are here. It's what ended up happening just before I was able to get these from my supplier. I bought some to make necklaces and they were terrible. I'm like, this person's just ripped me off, you know. I don't know how you can have that, how you can do that, but anyway, found the right ones now. So I will be showing some different ones. I'm also going to be wrapping some Lemurians for necklaces also. So hopefully this will all be coming this week. And the reason I'm telling you this is because it's just so exciting to me. With my oils, where they're this size, okay, this week they're going to come out in a big size. So perfect. Thanks, Patty. Yeah, so these are going to come out in the big 30 mils, which is like 1 ounce. This is 1 gram, which is like 1/3 of an ounce. So you're going to get the big bottle, and they're going to be available. And these ones will just be travel ones. Yeah, it's all happening. And my salt baths. Perfect. Yes. So as I said, we're going to work with the Light Alliance. And we'll be doing some, my half a page of stuff here, we'll be doing some protection and preparation. We're going to do an exercise to raise our vibrations, and then we're going to invoke the Alliance. And as we integrate with each of these codes, you will have to also say the words accept and enter. Okay, so you'll be saying those things to allow the codes to unfold. This is a kind of like a Reiki thing where the energy opens for you as you accept it. It's already been set up previously, and they've actually given a meditation that they want me to tell you guys to use to accept each of these codes. It's going to help to recalibrate the DNA. It's going to help to open you up into your truth of who you are. Light codes are just that, codes of light that download into your DNA. And, you know, they're encoded with information, healing, sacred knowledge. They recharge your energy. They activate the DNA more completely. So the 12-strand DNA, they raise the vibration. The Brotherhood of Light will come in. All of the angels, guides, loved ones, ancestors, all of our spiritual light team, and our spiritual clearing team to get rid of all the nonsense, and also our spiritual alliance, our light alliance, which is going to be giving you all of these codes today. So it's awesome. I'm looking forward to it. So hopefully this is finding you all happy and well wherever you are, and that this also is very helpful for you on your journey. And I really feel like we need this big change right now, okay, because we're stepping into some pretty crazy territory, and we really need to be prepared. So I will be talking a little bit about the spiritual journey, okay, what we're here to do, what I feel we need to do, what I'm being pushed to teach you. And I also want to be asking you some questions directly as well. Of course, at the end of the session, you guys can ask me stuff also. So, yeah, awesome. So hopefully, wherever you are, wherever you're tuning in from, this is going to be like a big boost in your journey. So hopefully you're going to enjoy yourself. What am I going to do? Oh, it's 12:12. So it was 11:11 when I was setting up. It's 6:06 this morning when I was getting up. We've just been seeing sequences all the time. Probably you guys have as well, as it's been working towards getting to this point. So, yeah. We've got Paulo Santo going. I just made a huge mess with my... I just made a huge mess with my sage. Oh, I've got to show you guys. Oh, I don't know if I've got everything on my desk. That's why I'm like, I'm going to show you this. We have our own private label. Hi, Morgan. We have our own private label little candles now. And they got crystals and lavender and stuff in the top. So you can get these now. So these are, this one is the goddess energy. And these have been made, hand poured for Rockin' Gems. So those ones are available and they're only $20. So with your Patreon discount, you're going to get a bargain. They're fully handmade and soy as well. So it's sitting on my desk. They're just beautiful. This one's Magnolia Peach. Oh! So where they're like, oh! And they've got like black raspberry vanilla and also like an island breeze one as well. I know. They're all yummy. So we've got some more coming. So we just wanted to try, see what these ones are like first. And then I want to get jumbo ones. I wish my friend in Australia was here because, oh my God. You know, I know every flavor that she has of her candles, you know what I mean? So I really love them. When you're starting out with a new company, you don't know. But I was following my intuition with that. But they are awesome. So yeah. All right. Just so you know, I've got everything on my desk. I'm probably going to pull it out and show you like these. Oh my God. This is a citrine wand. But it's like got millions of pieces and chips of citrine in here. Awesome. And labradorite. So there we go. Hey! I'm trying to get my hands on some more wands. It seems like they're very popular and everybody buys them out. And but I'm just trusting that I'll have the right thing for us. And my trusty own little wands as well. I know. I really like that citrine one. Something about that is very Egyptian to me. Okay. All right, everybody. So if you do have crystals, you know, you want to hang on to them today so they receive the light codes as well. Making sure that you're not going to be disturbed. Yay, candy. You'll find that certain ones for certain things, you know. I work with a lot of darker crystals, especially when I'm working on healing somebody else, to pull out anything, you know, dark, etc. And then finishing off with the lighter energy. You don't want to push too much energy into somebody if you're working on them. You got to pull out all the old crap first, because you'll give them bad headaches and stuff if you do just blast them with light all of a sudden, and it's like So, all right. So let me just make a couple of notes here. Since I only made a few notes, I just want to remind myself to talk about. We will do an opening declaration, okay, getting ourselves ready for all of these activations. Okay, our spiritual path. And maybe some people didn't realize I was going to be here today, because the other day I was thinking it was better for next week, but really I'm here now. So Bobby had his gig for his CD release on Friday night. He was able to play his drums, so there's no excuse for him to now do dishes. I'm only kidding, honey. Talking about the spiritual path. Okay. All right. It's all right. You're fine, honey. I'll do the dishes. You know. But yeah, I mean, he always plays awesome. You know, and it was a pretty crazy night. And I think he's got another gig again this week coming up too. So we'll find out. Okay. All right. Okay, everybody, I'm not going to mess around yeah, he's strapped in, honey. I'm not going to mess around too much. I really want to get started with our light expansion and opening declarations and all of this. So, okay. All right. All right, everybody. I'm going to get started. I want to show you this before we get started. This is pure diamond shaped, diamond cut, pure crystal. And I was able to get one of those, and I thought this is going to be awesome for today. I hope I can get some more of them. It's just beautiful. Alrighty. I had one before and it was stolen, so I'm really glad to have it back. All right. I know. It's gorgeous. All right, everybody. So I'm going to get started now. So I won't see your comments, so I apologize for that. It's just easier for me to stay really focused if I turn all of the comments off. So I'm going to do that now and get started. All right, so there we go. Now, hopefully the camera on here will last. And we're going to have no problems. We're protected. It's all safe. Okay. So everybody. Okay, so welcome to the Light Codes webinar. So this is obviously for patrons, and I really am so happy for each and every one of you to be a part of Patreon and to help me to keep going, especially after the 2020 energy, which we were all feeling, and it was extremely difficult to keep going, but I'm still here. So I thank you all for helping me out with that as well. And I hope you'll enjoy all of the new things that are also coming. So you're going to have your new readings coming up for May, and more meditations, more webinars, more channeling sessions. It's all happening. Okay. So in this webinar, we're going to be working with the Light Alliance, which is a special team it's like a council of beings, okay, that are connected to you specifically, and they are going to help to expand and recalibrate our DNA. Also working with lots of other codes and energies that are going to integrate, which will help you on this whole journey that we're taking, right? Because it's very, 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 very important right now that all of you are letting go of all your old energy. Okay, so I'm really going to be focusing on that, of you letting go of all the old crap that you are carrying around with you. Because once you have the activation and the expansion, DNA is calibrating, all of these things are happening, you don't want to keep on carrying around old stuff, because you're going to feel very, very unwell if you do. Okay, so the warning is going out to you all that if you are holding any baggage, any old guilt, any old anger, resentment, remorse, grief, shame or blame, all of those apathy, despair, hopelessness, depression, all of those lower vibrations, if you are holding on to those, I want you to just make a big pact with yourself of what is more important. All of that old stuff that you want to carry on with and keep going around in circles, or do you want to just change everything, open a new chapter, open a new way of doing everything, which means work and effort on your part, but it does get a lot easier when you've had a recalibration, when you've had someone work with this through you. Okay, there are symbols and codes and geometric energies that are also been set up to unfold as each one of you accept this today. Okay, this is your alliance. This is your Light Alliance. Everyone has their own Light Alliance team. There's nothing negative that can enter this today. There's nothing that you can keep. All your worries about the future, all your stresses about the government, all of your stress about where you're going to live, all your past stress, all your children's stress cannot exist. And I know that sounds strange, because that's how you live, right? Some of you, right? Just living around all of this all the time, trying to figure it all out. And today, the answer for you is to understand the ascension process a lot more deeper, right? Understand why that is holding you back from actually receiving the answers that you're looking for. Okay, and I'll explain some different things, but the first thing that we need to do is really, really do an opening declaration, make sure we're grounded and we're ready to go. I want you to have a focus or have a think about all the crap that you carry with you, all the stress you have, all the worries you're overthinking and overdoing, or concerned about the future, or whatever it is for you. If you're concerned about too many people, then you're wasting your time. If you're concerned about your children, then you're not helping them. You've got to send this, it has to all be how you want it to be. Positive, bright, light, things unfolding. It's not your responsibility, etc. Okay. So we'll start off with the opening declaration. So just close your eyes for now. Okay. Take a deep breath. Deep breath. If you have your crystals, hang on to your crystals right now. And I just want you to hold the intention of receiving this declaration today, opening up the space. Okay. As a sovereign being of light, I hereby accept my own sovereign energy. I hereby give permission for my higher self to merge as one with me now. I give permission for my spiritual light team, my higher self and source energy to activate within me now, to surround me with protection and support, and bring forward my spiritual clearing team now, which have specialists to take care of old and stagnant energy, closing off gateways that are not supposed to be opened by anyone but me, grounding my energy into the center of the earth, opening all of the lower chakras and past my feet and into the ground, all the chakras that are connected with me, weaved with light. And connecting with the Middle Earth energies, feeling their safety, strength, and support with their Devic healing, and breathing in and up through your lower chakras, expanding all of your inner chakras, weaving them with lights like a spiral going all the way up, and the lower chakras in your hands, knees, feet, ears, head, chest, upper back, above your adrenals, as well as your groin. All the lower chakras also opening and balancing the meridians, balancing the nervous system, taking out physical pain and issues now. Full of light energy. As you breathe in, you draw more light in. As you breathe out all the darkness. And we allow source energy to also merge down through the crown, down into your physical being now, locating pockets of emotions, cleansing them out. Be open to receiving deep healing right now as the cosmic physicians move forward. You may feel sensations on your shoulders, on your joints. Up through your neck. You may want to stretch your neck up and back and around as they fill your energy with liquid light in preparation for light codes, expansion and activation. We hereby give special permission for your Light Alliance team to now activate the upper chakras into the center of the universe and step down in and around you. Down the chakras they move. And they will stay as a ball of light above your head and all around your physical body now. Feel the sensation of your crown opening right out as they pull those lotus petals one by one and uncurl them Stretching them out. You may feel sensations now in your crown. Stretching the 1,000-petaled lotus. One by one. Ready to receive integrations, understanding, sacred knowledge now and for the coming weeks. And we quickly raise our vibration. Just listen to my voice. Light, light, light. Light, light, light. Light, light, light. Kadush, 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 Adonai, Sebayol. Kadush, 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 Adonai, Sebayol. Kadush, 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 Adonai, Sebayol. Om. 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. So be it, so be it, so be it. And breathe in. And you should feel yourself raising. You should feel goosebumps, chills, tingles, sensations. Very simple way of just raising your vibrations quickly using the universal symbols of love, lights, protection, and also calling in the Hebrew energy of holy, 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 the God of all. One of the most sacred chants is the Kadush one. And just saying the words light, light, light in one breath 3 times and times 3 also raises your vibration very quickly. And when you're in that period of high vibration, you'll notice that it's very easy to forget about your worries. This is why it's important to be in it all the time. We now ask that the triple shield of protection be placed around us with the blue, pink, and gold light and the Christ white light, as well as the violet flame around the outside of us, removing any remnants of negative energy, codes, interferences, protecting us in an invisible cloak of light so that no outside interferences can interrupt the process today. Allow yourself to feel light, protected, grounded, and connected. And we will be keeping our spiritual light team, our spiritual light alliance, and our spiritual clearing team with us now as they get ready to push forward new energy for us. So that when you close your eyes, you are ready to begin the next part of the journey today. Now we ask for this to be done through all directions of time and space, through all layers of our entire being. It is sealed with love and light. So be it, so be it, so be it. It is done. And you can open up your eyes. Okay, so perfect. It feels really good to bring us into that state of raised awareness. Hang on, let me just see. Okay, so I'll ask you real quickly. I'll just turn the messages on. How are you feeling? Do you feel like a lot lighter? Could you feel stuff happening? There's stuff still here. You may feel things behind your ears, for example, because your ear chakra is actually above, sort of where your temples are, above your ears. Sometimes you feel it in the back. Yeah, I'm shining. I've got them all here. I hope you guys have as well. Lighter, good. Warm ears. Okay, that's good, because if you have the warmth or even the chills, yeah, feeling like a crystal, yeah, awesome. Tingles, yes. If you feel that, the tingles or like chills, or like, yeah, okay, lighter, we needed that then. If you feel all of those things, things are already shifting around. Okay, think this is where you want to be. You need to remember, right, back of the head, right, perfect, because your eyes are going to see clearer. Your body is activating as we speak. Oh, wow, you were letting some things out, honey. Awesome. So we haven't even got to the good stuff yet. All right, if some of you may recognize some of your Light Code Alliance team. Sometimes when we call in our spiritual light team, we don't really see anything. We're just expecting that we are supported. But with the light codes and the Light Alliance, you may actually see the white and golden energy come in as well. And yawning is a sign of getting into a state of hypnosis, actually, Karen. Sometimes when I'm doing readings for someone, I'm that in tune. I am like just channeling that much that I do yawn as well. It's always a sign that in hypnosis kind of energy. I did. Awesome. Okay. So maybe the new Lemurian crystal and the Auralite twin. Yeah. I've got the Auralite and the Selenite and the Lemurian. And yeah, it's powerful, okay? Because you want to activate your crystals as well with this. If you don't have them with you, just imagine that you do. Okay. So everyone's settled? Back of the head, big time. The back of the head is a psychic doorway, and it must be shut. And there can be a lot of debris there as well that's built up, and also guardians that maybe have been watching you thousands of years ago might need to go now. So when you have this connection, opening declaration with the spiritual masters, etc., they're going to shut off all of those things that are unnecessary, okay? Until you're ready to open those things. So you're in charge. All right. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're supposed to be doing. But it's not really the right word. I don't like using the word supposed to. Okay. So just as you're listening, if you are feeling certain pressures in your body, sometimes I have to cough uncontrollably, or you might need to go to the toilet or something like that. Just ask for some of the symptoms to settle down while you're listening, okay? That's what they're there for. They can balance those things, but you may, with me talking about you guys letting go of a lot of stuff, it's really something that ends up actually happening, okay, is the letting go of things, etc. All right, so let me talk about ascension, our spiritual path, and what messages there are for the world, what we got to do, and then we'll go through the light codes. We want to allow the higher self to integrate these light codes as well for our highest good. And any negativity or blockage that might prevent the transmission or alignment, we've already got that. Any interferences, we've got that covered as well. And body, mind, ask for the... And you may also feel, as we're doing this, a spiraling kind of an energy moving from the base right up your spine, etc. as well. Okay. All right. So here we go. As we know, the light codes are information. They are healing. They are divine information just for you. Usually it comes as geometric type symbols, etc., that you might see, that you might sense, and sometimes there's language that you might see, sense, or drawings that you may be doing that's just coming out of nowhere, right? Which you might just feel the need to do this. Everybody has their own light code energy, and everybody has their own light alliance. It helps to raise your vibration and activate your DNA. Once you're in it though, okay, so once you have the light code energy flowing through you, you're going to see everything differently, all right? And it's really extremely important right now that we do see things differently than how we've previously been doing things. So the first thing is the ascension process, okay? We've been ascending since we came here already quite ascended, all right? So when we were born, we were already quite ascended. And each, generation has the next level of ascension within it. So your parents, for example, may not have as much light quotient as you. They've come in for a different reason. But those of us who were born between, let's say, the 50s and the 80s, okay, so that's hopefully that is going to cover everybody. So the 50s and the 80s, let's say, if you were born in that time, you most likely have the indigo energy. And so you've come in with a bit of more of an understanding about how things should be, how control is wrong. So you may have been born into a religious family and decided that was not something that you wanted to do. You may have been born into, when you're a child, you're born into the circumstances. You have people around you that actually came from not too long ago. So in your past lives, for example, the first kids that you met, like growing up and in school and stuff, they were probably with you in your last incarnation or maybe the one before, but maybe not any further than that. And then as you grow older, the people that are connected with you in your life in the second half of your life, say for example, are more from deeper past life stuff. Your first relationships and things like that, anybody that you have a relationship with, there is a karmic connection to them, and you've got to work out whether it's a good one or a bad one, or it works itself out, in one way or another, right? So as you're growing and you're changing, there are also life numbers and numerology and all that sort of stuff that you can look at, and 7-year cycles of things that happen in your life, okay? So as you're coming into this part of the journey, so here you sit here in 2021, whatever age you are right now, you are in the right spot where you're supposed to be, obviously. But whatever age you are now, you need to just quickly take a look at who's around you, who you're connected with, how far you've come in the last 7 years. Okay, how many milestones have you already jumped over? Was there something in the past couple of years that was extremely big for you? For example, something that happened that was life-changing. Maybe moving to another country, or maybe you moved to another place. Maybe you had to leave behind in the last 3 years people that were no longer on that wavelength once and for all. People that were not supposed to be a part of the journey, etc., have been dropping off rapidly, and in this last year, they've been dropping off. And even since the beginning of 2021, people are dropping off, dropping out, leaving, ascending, changing, shifting, transitioning, going away. And at the same time, there are a lot of new people for some of you that begin to emerge. But I'm going to tell you something. And that is that as you move higher, I guess you could say, or ascend higher on your journey, you have less people with you anyway. It's more about a spiritual connection. It's more about the truth of yourself, of your own journey, and what you want to do, and what you want to do, where you want to go, and the energy of just not really needing to have many people around you, and actually being comfortable in that. When I was younger, I needed friends around me. I felt like I wanted friends around me. I just wanted to go to their house all the time. Like when my kids were little, I had a friend and I was at her house like 7 o'clock in the morning, like knocking on the door. Like, oh, let's hang out, She'd be like, why are you here? I'm like, it's all right. It's fine. I'll go get myself coffee and that. You just go back to bed. I'm just going to hang out here. I just pushed my way into her house, just because I wanted company. And, when I knew somebody, like if I started to become friends with somebody when I was, my kids were little or whatever, once I knew you and I felt really comfortable with you, I just wanted to hang out with you, and the people that I knew, people that I didn't know or that I didn't have anything to do with, or, they were making stories up or whatever they were doing, they didn't even know me. It's like if I had a friend with me, it's like I felt more confidence, right? It's like I watch my son, who's very anxious, but when he's with kids that he knows he can help, like kids that we would just be like, no, you don't go hang around that person, right? He's like, I'm going around there. And he feels comfortable with helping them because he feels like his anxiety goes away because he's got something to say, right? This happens a lot with people. But as you ascend on your journey, as you move up the ranks kind of thing, less and less and less do you really give a crap what anybody thinks about you, or whether you have one friend or no friends. It doesn't matter anymore because you know how surrounded, supported, protected, enlightened, and strong that you are. You have other things that you've got to do, right? There's so many things that you've got to do, and you want to work on it. With the ascension process, it is not something that okay, so I'm just gonna say something here. All right, so with the ascension process, you don't suddenly get out of your body and suddenly we're in some other world now that we're calling something else other than Earth, and we've shifted out and we're in this new thing, and that's not going to happen. Okay, what's going to happen is that, and this is very careful, this is very cool, I think, and I have to be careful how I say it, but when you ascend, right, to the point where you just want to have a loving environment, no drama, no crap, that family are doing what they're doing, but you're sending nothing but wellness to them, love and light, etc. When you ascend and you accept these codes and you start lifting and opening up your vibration, it's not the world that you're suddenly moving into a new world out of this body and out of this earth and onto a new world. It's that you're creating a new world here on earth, because no longer, it's like like you're in a tunnel. No longer does the drama of anything affect you. So therefore, it doesn't exist. You see? So, people talk about going into the new earth and all that. I feel that there is a new earth that is is earth, but it's a new energy that we are creating. And we can step into that new energy that we're creating. And therefore, the government and the darkness and, stress and worry and concerns and money issues and, fighting with the ex and problems with the kids, and it doesn't exist. It's there, but it doesn't affect you. You get what I'm saying? That is what you have to do. So it's your mission, if you are here, to do it. It's your mission to do it. And fighting yourself about everything. Tuning into the higher frequency, fighting yourself about everything, hating on yourself for all of the past, being upset because of the kids, being upset because you wish you'd done this and this and this and this in 1985. Well, you didn't, so it was what it was. And what most people don't understand is, I'm sure you guys do, is that what you don't understand is, or, like I said, you guys might, is that there are, I was going to say something in here, now I've lost it for a second. Everybody is on their journey. So your kids are on their journey, your family is on their journey. You are on yours. So it's not up to us to interfere with someone else's journey, even our kids. When my son went to live with his dad when he was like 2, and it was supposed to be, okay, this is an agreement, we're sharing all the responsibilities, we're going to be fair with everything surrounding him. The only thing is that he slept at his dad's house most of the week and came to my house, Friday, Saturday, Sunday kind of thing. So it's kind of like sort of shared, agreement. As soon as that agreement was made, it was broken by his dad. Now, for 13 years, the accusations, the things that my older children went through, what they were accused of, what I was accused of, the court cases, the 13 years of in and out and in and out and psychological reports and this one and this one and this one and this one. I was screaming at the universe, what the hell is going on? Why aren't you helping me? And why the hell is this happening? I just want my son home. Why isn't he not home? I'm having faith. I'm believing. What the hell's happening? And Archangel Michael said, this is not your pathway. This has nothing to do with you. This is your son's choice. This is your son's journey. This is your son's soul, obviously, who wants to have an experience that he cannot have with you. He has to have this experience by living with him. Whatever karma they needed to sort out, whatever they needed to do, it had to happen in his childhood years. It had nothing to do with me. As much as I was annoyed at the universe, sad for my child, crying for my child, thinking I was seeing my son every time I went to the shops. I'm like, there he is, and I'd start following this family, like, is that my son? And then he'd turn around and it wouldn't be him. But it was like always like up like that. That energy was just always heightened, because just in case, right? And it's a long time. It's a long time not seeing your kids. It's a long time having them brainwashed. It's a long time having to trust the process. It's a long time. But in reality, they live in that section of their life with that person or whatever, and they had to do it. It has nothing to do with us, right? So no matter what's going on with your family life or kids or whatever, just understand that this is your pathway and that's theirs, and you don't need to understand it, and things actually start to get better very quickly. It took my son until he was 18, and if some of you know the story, I was going to his 18th, and I was going to be there. And he was very petulant, and he was very angry, and it was all acting, and eventually I was able to break through that outer shell back to the child that I knew, and he let his guard down, and we were completely fine ever since. So, when you're going through your thing, you have to understand that it's yours alone. Your ascension pathway, your spiritual path are yours. Your life path is yours. You don't like it, change it. And it really is as simple as that. You say, but what am I going to do? What am I going to, if I change this, then how's that going to affect, who cares how it affects anybody else? You have got to do what you've got to do, regardless of what anybody thinks. And in fact, putting the blanket on what anybody thinks and forgetting about it, dropping that down, put the blanket down. Now, if you can't see it, it won't affect you. So I always say, put a blanket on it. If I'm starting to get myself going around like this, put a blanket on it. I can't see it. It doesn't affect me anymore. Okay. If people are truly in your connection, they're only ever happy for you and your choices. If they're not meant to be with you, then they're going to scoff at you and leave. Well, don't let the door hit you on the way out. So, you know, you want to go. The same with your spiritual journey. There's going to be people that come and go. If you're working with spiritual people and you're a teacher or you're a healer, you also have to learn how to say no when you need to as well. If someone drops out, you have to let them go and not figure out why. It has nothing to do with you. And that was a big lesson that I learned, because one side of you goes, what have I done? How can I change something? No. You don't have to do anything. You need to just keep on raising your vibration. Someone goes, they want to go to something else. They want to stay in their negativity. They want to stay being a victim. Then good luck to them. Off they go. Away they go. And good luck with them finding something like you, right? So it's very, very, the ascension process is very easy, because we've only got to raise our vibration and stop giving into the outside world kind of thing. But it's very hard at the same time, because it's constantly there trying to find its way in somehow, you know, knocking on the door, or frightening you, or something comes up on TV and it's like, everybody's going, and people fighting, and you've really got to keep the joy going. So we know that joy is our highest vibration, and part of your spiritual path is joy and happiness. If you don't have that in your energy at all, then there's something going wrong, okay? That, you know, you should have that in your energy right now. People ask me about their life purpose, and, you know, what is it? What am I supposed to be doing? And the energy behind that is nothing. And they're like, what do you mean? Well, it's like the angels and God and Jesus and Mother Mary and the spiritual masters are not going to tell you what to do. They're not going to limit you like that, and say, well, you need to be a teacher now, and that's it. That's a limitation. So what they say instead is, when you find your happiness, you find your bliss, when you find joy within yourself, then everything else falls into place. You can't have a happy life when you're miserable on the inside. You can't be rich and be wealthy and be a jerk. I mean, we know that there's many of them out there. They're not happy, even when they have the abundance, because they haven't found it within themselves. So that has to come first, right? Part of your spiritual path is figuring out that there really is no path. There are no rules. There are no limitations, only that which you put there. You can do anything that you want. You can be anything you want. You can have anything you want. You can do anything you want. But you have to hold that vision of success. You can't hold a vision of failure and have success. You know, so sitting there stressing about what's coming up is really no good for you. It's just going to keep you in a circle of one possibility. And sometimes even doing readings and stuff, it's like, well, you know, you have to keep an open mind, because this is what's happening now. Change it. You know, change it if you don't like it, or enhance it if you do. You know, and the energy is just like a capture of what's happening at this moment, but that doesn't mean that it's set in stone either, right? So the messages that we have here about our spiritual path, you know, about our pathway forward, is all about keeping that vibration super high. and trying your best every single day to remember to place yourself in a place of receiving, to raise your vibrations like we did at the beginning, calling everybody in, grounding and connecting, supporting and protecting. Whew, then you can breathe and make your own declaration up. Write some stuff down and make sure that you have your own declaration going. And then what happens is that when you're in that bubble, in that space, in that protective field, then whatever answers that you're receiving, are clear, that are clean. They're from a higher perspective. Throughout the day, if you're getting crap coming to your mind, I can guarantee it's just ego or stress. It's not coming from anything higher. And some people will say that they get messages all day. Oh, I'm receiving. I'm like, well, poor you, because I would not want to be doing that. I would not want to, it's a squirrel. I would not want to be sitting there getting something talking to me all day when I haven't asked for that. And in spiritual laws, we have to ask in order to receive. We can't just be getting information all day and expecting that to be good information. It's not going to be. So only when you're asking should you receive. Only when you're safe should you allow, right? And you should turn off your energy. You want to turn off all your psychic senses when you're done working with someone or asking your questions or channeling or whatever you're doing. Closing everything down, shutting off, go live your life. Intuition is a different thing, okay, than receiving messages. So intuition is your gut feeling, obviously. You're going to get a gut feeling about stuff that you're doing all day, but that's not having something talking to you. That's a whole different story, right? So we don't want that. I've seen so many healers over the years, psychics or whatever, that end up being completely drained and like old and like, I don't know, physically unwell because they don't do any of this work. And when you're doing this work, you just feel nothing but great, right? Happy. People say to me, how the heck do you get all this stuff done? And it's like, I've just got plenty of time to do it all. I've got plenty of energy. I get things done. I want to get it done. So it's a priority, And like I said, I've got oils and this, and I've got wrappings to do. I've got these Viking new braiding kind of stuff that I'm doing with the wire wrapping on some of this stuff. Like, I just learn how to do it and I just do it. I don't even think about not being able to do it. But that's awesome, and life is about the next lesson or the next information that's coming. And that's why I wanted to do this. I'm glad that you guys chose the light codes, because I wanted you to feel that you are completely in control of your life, your future, everything, your health, your well-being, your abundance, everything. You're completely in control of it. And when you understand that, then you start seeing stuff happen. You're not going to go back to the old stress. You may have to remind yourself sometimes, but you're not going to go back into it because that wasn't working. So when we're raising our vibration and we're focusing, it also doesn't mean that we have to be suddenly perfect or wear white clothing or suddenly look like we're Jesus or something. It's not about that. Some people in the spiritual world would never dress like me. I mean, they would just look at me like I'm some kind of trash or something. They wear the white thing and the white stuff, and some girls even wear this crown around their head and and it's very uncomfortable. Yoga outfits all the time and that. If that's what you want to do and that's how you feel comfortable, fantastic. I have to be myself. So I just be myself. That's how I am. I don't know how to be any other way. I certainly don't want to wear a yoga outfit every day or one of them white things every day. Like, I'm not a I don't know. It's like they're trying to be a walking ascended master or something. Just like, Right now you're just human living a life. So I don't want to be anything I'm not, if that makes sense. And you shouldn't be either. You've got to be just how you are. Just be yourself. See, Eagle Star, she wears the clothing of the 50s. Fantastic. I love all that as well. The rockabilly stuff, whatever. I love heavy metal music. I love hard rock. I love soft rock. I don't like jazz. I don't like the blues. I don't like country music. But someone wants to wear a country outfit and a cowboy hat and boots, fantastic. I've even been known to do that too. Right? One time, I was wearing a dress, a leather jacket, and a pair of angel wings, right, out to a party, and we got pulled over by the police. And we all got out. I had angel wings and I had a cowboy hat on with my angel wings and stuff. My other friend was dressed like a frog. Just imagine what they thought when we piled out of the car. We're all in dress up, right? It was so funny. But you've got to just be you. So be careful of people who are telling you that you must, wear this or wear that or whatever. Or to stop eating meat or whatever. You don't have to stop eating meat. You may want to stop doing that as you raise your vibration. It's been 15 or 16 years for me, since I've eaten meat or whatever. So but that's just me. That's not, there's a lot of benefit to it. I was eating meat before and I still had my same abilities. Now it's just that the frequency, the vibration, the way that my body works, I haven't had an operation or anything since my 20s, and I was having a lot of them in my 20s when I was eating meat. So there was a difference in the way that your body functions. It's not as hard on your body, etc. You're also not taking in the energy of that animal that was slaughtered and, taking all of its stress into your body, So for me, that was just a natural progression. For my husband, one day I came back from Australia after I'd been away with my arm and all that happened over there. I came back and he's like, I'm not eating meat anymore. I'm a vegan. I was cooking something and it was just blah, felt sick. And he hasn't done it since. So it's like 3 years now. He's on his 3rd year, I think. And he's a big guy. So, it's like if someone asked him where you're getting your protein, Bobby, he'd be like, well, hello. Look at me. I'm doing all right, So, and strong too. Like, you'll get a lot stronger with it. You will open up your abilities a lot easier too. It just had to happen. So, again, just saying, guys, do whatever you want with, if you bless your food, and all that sort of stuff. Okay, yeah. What I did, I will tell you what I did, is that I asked Archangel Raphael. I put my hands out and I did like a meditation. I said, if eating meat is not right for me, then just show me. If I'm okay eating meat, then that's fine. Show me that as well. The next day I was making chicken fillets and I was going to make them into schnitzel. Okay, so I was making the fillets and I was smashing out the fillets, ready to push into the breadcrumbs and, get it all yummy. I put Parmesan on the top and, grill it with big salad and big fries and stuff. Well, you guys call them fries. We call them chips in Australia. I was into it, ready to eat because I'm always ready to eat, right? And then I was making this whole Parmesan chicken, and I just started to feel nauseous. Like I just wanted to vomit, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't eat this. I can't eat it, right? And I was like, I can't eat it. I was ready for it. I was like hungry for it. I was making it. We're gonna eat. That's a big thing at my place, and I just couldn't do it. So that was back in 2000. hang on, what are we in now? 2021, yeah. 2008, like the end of 2007, 2008. So 15 going on 16 years. No meat. That was it. Just that experience. That did it for me. Never went back. And I'd probably be super sick now if some meat was in something. But man, I eat. Don't worry about that. So people are like, well, what do you eat if you don't eat meat? Well, there's plenty of substitutes, you know. There's plenty now. Never used to be. So if it's the flavor that you're looking for, then there's plenty that do that anyway, and you're not doing anything. So there's really no excuse, but it is up to each his own, you know, whatever you want to do. But raise your vibration. It'll come to a point where you won't feel like doing certain things. Are you still able to have a wine or go out for a few drinks or whatever? Of course you can. Are you able to smoke? Yes, of course you can. And if you don't believe something is going to hurt you, it won't. Archangel Michael told me that a long time ago. And anything goes, you know, anything goes. As long as you're not hurting an animal or another person intentionally. That's the thing. And you can feel free to do those things. It just may be you don't really want to do those things after a time. Okay, and maybe that's important to you as well. The messages for the world was some stuff that I was going to do as well, is as things change, as this vibration lifts, you know, as this vibration lifts and things change and things shift and things move and we're ascending, then if we're focusing also on the world ascending, in other words, shaking off all of its lower energies, shaking off all of its enemies, the people that have been destroying other people, people that have been destroying us and controlling us. And as the world starts to shake all this off, it actually becomes more intense, because when a dark energy is losing its grip, it's going to try to make you feel like it's still in control. So things seem wild and crazy to make you believe that you're losing somehow, right? So things seem that way. Don't fall for it. Same when you're clearing yourself. When you have a big clearing, there will be noises, there will be spooky little things that happen, or bits and pieces to make you try to believe that what you've done hasn't worked. They want you to doubt your own power. And you see how that can work throughout everywhere in life. They want you to doubt your power. There are agitators in your life that are there to agitate you and stop you from moving forward, lifting up ahead. Don't let it happen. Anything that's pulling you downwards, you're going to have to work twice as hard to get up again. So don't let it happen. Part of the purpose is, for me, part of my purpose, okay? So there's thousands of things that are my purpose. I've worked out that it's ever expanding, which is fine. But part of my purpose is to make something easy for you to understand. I used to wonder why I was reading so many books. I was like, why am I getting myself all worked? There's just squirrels and animals all listening outside. Sorry, guys. Why am I getting myself reading so many books? Why am I on my own doing this? Why can't I not share this with some of my friends? Because some of my friends, as I said, I used to go and turn up at their house and stuff. Then I changed, right? But they stayed the same and they're still doing it. They're still the same after all those years. So funny. But I've changed because I was reading and I was growing and I was putting stuff into practice and I was figuring it out, and I didn't know why. I thought it was just for myself or my practice or my healing one day or readings or whatever, because everything was about readings back in the day. And now I know, see, same there. Now I know that everything that I did was now coming out to show those who are on the same wavelength the easy way through everything, which is fantastic. There is knowledge in my head. Like I said to you, this was my notes for today. Can you see? Light codes, light alliance, a half a page, and I'm still going. Right? Because that's just how I am. There is so much knowledge in this head, it's not even funny. And there's more to come. There's so much more to come that I'm just going to have to just make them all into courses, because then I can reach more people. This is where I'm at now. You guys you patrons, you guys will probably be the only people that sort of connect with me live like this. After a time, it's going to be just courses, you know. Awesome. Thanks, Desiree. You're so sweet. I can't wait for you to get your Lemurian, by the way. Yeah, so there's so much going on, and I can tell you now. Yeah, my new book is called So Much of Me Wants to Come Out. Right. So my new book, if you guys like this, let me know, is called Needlessly Suffering. So needlessly suffering. So we're going to look at every aspect of healing mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, and why things happened, and also things in between all of that. My own story as well will be intertwined as, you know, as it progresses. You'll be progressing with Becky from the little girl right up to who she is now. So, and the little stories that'll go in between. So the needlessly suffering thing is because there's so many people out there who, as we know, are suffering, taking chemicals, taking drugs, drinking, and all that sort of stuff. They are taking all of this to try to numb themselves from the pain of their life. And yeah, I'm really see, everyone's happy about it. I'm glad. When you break down why these things happen energetically, spiritually, mentally, psychologically, it will change your life. Sure, it will. It's like the angels are, I'm writing it, don't worry. But the angels are like, you know, you've got to reach as many people as you can. You can't do it one-on-one. There's only one person. You know what I mean? And so I've always struggled with that, because I've wanted to be on the phone laughing my head off with you guys while we get through whatever healing we've got to get through and stuff, you know. Like if you talk to me on the phone, we do spend a lot of time laughing. That's just how it is. But the angels are like, that all has to change, where you're not going to be able to be, you're not going to have time to be on the phone, because you've got to get all of this information out, you know. So yeah, so the needlessly suffering energy is perfect. It doesn't matter who someone is. Yeah, Kathy knows. It doesn't matter who someone is. You could actually be needlessly suffering. And even if you weren't spiritual, this would still be able to help people. So it's getting out there. I have literary agents that are just all over me at the moment. Because of my first book, Angelic Guidance. I have a lot of other agents that are after me right now to write another one. So it's coming. Plus courses that will surround this as well. But anyway, I know each one of you have a story, and I may later on be asking for stories to include in the book of what you went through. We don't even have to use your name, but what you went through and how you changed things yourself. This would help a lot of people as well. So we'll be going through that too. But it'll be the journey of, it'll probably be the journey of Becky and the ins and outs of everything intertwined into it. So there we go. So the messages for the world, as I said, as things are shifting in you, it's affecting the earth. As we're lifting and growing, it's affecting the earth. The energy and the agendas that are around at the moment are very old and programmed, and we can't give into that either. Hi, Morgan, my little fairy. I can't wait to see the changes that are going to happen probably in the next 6 months or so. There'll be quite a lot of changes that happen. And some of these shifts will be, everyone's going to be expecting them. Some of them unexpectedly as well. All right. So, yeah. So is yours, Morgan. Yeah, I'm sure there's a whole lot more you haven't told me too. But yeah, so this, it's almost like there is a agenda of division right now that we can't give into. And just so you know, if something happens to YouTube or something happens, let's say, I don't know, I know I'm protected, I don't really care, but I just wanted to tell you guys on Patreon, if something happens, then I will always figure out a way to let you guys know. I might do Vimeo. I am on Rumble. You know, if you ever want to go there, I've only got a couple of videos up there just sort of doing it, but I'm trying to find another place where you can go live. And then I wouldn't even have to worry about YouTube or whatever. But if something goes down, I'm always going to find a way to get a hold of you guys, so don't worry about it. All right. So let me just, for a minute, if you have any questions about what we're talking about, you want to know something, go for it right now while I have a mouthful of drink. And I will get some sage. This time I'm getting the dragon's blood sage. All right. All right, so nobody has any questions yet? Because the next part is going to be interesting. Go for the bathroom if you need to. Obviously, stuff's coming out. Eagle star. All right. If anyone needs to go to the bathroom or whatever, we can go now. I'm just getting... Yep. It's normal to feel sick. It's normal to feel emotional. It's normal to go and have the runs. It's... thank you, Kathy. I love you. I'm glad you're okay. But yeah, it's normal to have very flu-like symptoms. Yep, you are ready. If everybody is going to go through a different experience with this today, and you have to always set things up. Yeah, that happens to me often. It's like you're not supposed to. Let yourself, you see what happens is that our physical body will try to get our attention, try to interfere in some way. But because we set up the intention at the start that there will be, Desiree, I do, phone calls, etc. 1 hour readings or healing sessions are available. I do Thursdays and Fridays because the rest of the week is crazy busy for me. And catching up with stuff that comes in and doing all orders and all kinds of stuff, creating stuff. So Thursdays and Fridays. But yeah, I even do Zoom calls, just so you know. I don't know if anybody knows that, but they're there. I had a problem at one point with my website where it kept showing a calendar. And so people were trying to book in, and there was this calendar saying, oh, she's all booked out. I don't even have a calendar. There's a calendar there. But it was some kind of app that was interfering. But yeah, you can do those things. Usually I am, if you're asking for something and you want it the following week, let me know a couple of weeks beforehand. I've got to do a couple of weeks out just to get people in. I know, right? Talk about trying to, see, Lisa saw it. Trying to stop me. It was like that for 2 months. I was like, where is everybody? And someone said, I keep seeing a calendar. I'm like, I don't have a freaking calendar. I don't have a calendar, but it was some app that wasn't even active, but it was. No! I know. That's what happened, and I'm really like, oh, look, I talk about gremlins. They didn't stop me, though. Luckily, I was able to fix it. And actually, in February, someone told me about it, and I didn't believe it because I'm like, I don't have an app, so it must just be on their computer, so I never looked. I know, 2 months. 2 months. I'm like, where is everybody? So people who know me were already working with me, that's fine. People who already email me before they buy anything, that was fine. So I was just thinking, it's it. Ugh. All right, Des. And just so I don't know if you know that, but you know that I'm a quantum healing hypnotherapy teacher myself, QAHT. I worked with Dolores in person. So some people don't even know that. So, but we're not going to give, They won't let us put links and stuff up in our chat now. For some reason, that just started happening. So, but that's okay. Try as they might. It's not going to stop me. I'll eventually figure it out. So, warning, when you're going through the upgrades, etc., be prepared. You'll have a week of, symptoms, weird pains, hemorrhoids that suddenly come out, like you might you might get headaches, you might get blurry eyes, you might get ear stuff going on, you might get a pain in the back, you might get like funny vibrations, you might have flu-like symptoms, you might be sneezing. So I'm a QHHT practitioner, but I do it in my own way now. Because I found the way that Dolores did everything was super long. So, you'd be with a client for 5 hours, it's just not going to wash. And the way that I do it is you get a couple of sessions instead of trying to get everything done in one session. So, letting toxins out. Yep. So quantum healing hypnosis therapy sessions over the phone that we do are in 3 sessions, so you don't get just one. So I don't really talk about it, that it's just there at my website, but it's powerful, when you have the past life therapy and even this life therapy, it can be really powerful. Yeah, you did. Kathy had them with me. It was funny. Some people go right back into some very, very strange stuff. All right, so let me see if I'm still here. You should have, Des. But see, people don't know because I don't often talk about it. And I got to plug myself in, so it's probably going to get a little lighter. Yeah, and Bobby, when he first had it, it was the biggest sort of turning point in his life. But that's okay. Desiree, just know that if you've booked in with someone to have it, then that's the person that you're supposed to go with right now. Okay, so I always feel that some people write to me from Australia and they're like, do you still do it? And I'm like, well, I'm in another country. Like, you can't come over and have a session, because I used to have a house that I had a back room for sessions. That's okay, Patty. Quantum healing hypnosis therapy is a lot about past life therapy and healing combined. So it's a much deeper experience, because you have the subconscious, or you have the source energy pushing through your body very, very powerfully and clearing out a lot of physical, mental, spiritual, emotional issues. And I got into it in 2013, like a long time ago now. And I was able to heal a 13-year-old injury I had in my back. So I had a back problem for 13 years, and it was like a sort of a crack in you got the spine, and then you got where your hips come off. It was like a crack in the hip there. And I had that for a long, long time until I did this on myself, and I cleared it overnight, and it hasn't come back since. And yeah, we just do it together over the phone, and you go through the sessions with me. First session is an intake. Yeah, whatever, the sacral joint, that's what it's called. The first session that we have is an intake where I get all the information and all the things that you want to heal, and also how I'm going to do the process with you so you understand it very clearly. The second time we talk on the phone is an actual session. You need at least 2 hours for the sessions. And then we do it again another time after that, just to give you a bonus, because the first time you do the session, you'll be like nervous. So the second time you're totally ready. And I find that having 2 sessions is fantastic. Yeah, so you've come to me, Eagle Star, for exactly that. That's what we're going to work on. And it's 100% effective and powerful, and far, far quicker process than what we would have had to have gone through in my traditional training with it. But I'm actually writing my own course on it so I can teach practitioners to do it in my way, which was much more effective. Right, okay. So if you've gone with if you've felt connected to somebody, then you will have it'll be the right experience. But I know that some people only give you one session, one turn, and that's it. So again, I wanted to spread this out. But there's so many things that are on offer, obviously, that I try to do. The quantum healing, the soul star healing, which is my own method of healing. Mentoring, which teaches you about anything that you want to do in whatever way. Teaching about your expansion, doing readings over the phone, connecting with me over Zoom if you wanted to with video stuff. But that has to be planned, because I've got to actually make sure that I'm not sitting in my pajamas. All kinds of stuff that I can help you with to keep you in that balance. One thing about psychology and Carl Jung, for example, is that he sort of teaches that we need to be in the here and now. People that look backwards too much, so it's all right to look at your past lives. We've got to heal our emotions, to heal something in our body. But if you keep on finding yourself being pulled back to it, then there's something else going on as well. Right. There's something else going on if we keep looking backwards. And the secret of longevity, a secret of youth, the secret of having an amazing life is staying with the here and now and just accepting whatever comes forward. And as you open up to it, the next part of the path unfolds, and the next and the next. Just like the Celestine Prophecy, if you haven't read that book, there's actually a video now that you can get it on YouTube. If you look up the Celestine Prophecy, you're going to have to watch some ads, but it's on YouTube, and it tells you exactly about following your intuition, about following whatever path you want and allowing things to open. It talks about energy. It talks about seeing energy and living in that blissful experience, rather than manipulated and controlled and stressed and worried and all that sort of stuff. So the Celestine Prophecy is there. You can watch that anytime too. That's really good. I've read all those books. My husband and I there I'm like, oh, the Celestine Prophecy is on YouTube. And he's like, oh, okay. I guess we'll watch that then. I'm like, oh my God. But it wasn't that bad, the movie adaptation of it. The book was a little harder to read as well, because it was a story. But yeah, it's a real prophecy. So in Peru, but anyway, let's get on to our light codes. Okay, so this is the last part of the webinar where we're going to step into different doorways. The energy of the alliance, yeah, it's really good. The energy of your light codes and the light alliance are creating diamond doorways that all of you are going to step into using your imagination as we get into the meditation. So we have our spiritual clearing team, we have our spiritual light team, and we have our spiritual light alliance working with us. We have Source, we have our higher self. Our spiritual light team includes ancestors, loved ones, animal guides, gods and goddesses, fairies, divas, cosmic physicians, planetary commissioners, the Council of Light. We've got the Lords of Karma, we've got gods and goddesses, we've got connections with guides that go right back into time. We've got Lemurian energy, we've got Atlantean energy, we've got planetary energy, and commissioners that are coming in from all of those places, especially for you. Okay, so this is not about us all getting the same energy. You're going to get exactly what you need, right? In your energy, you're going to get exactly what you need. So you're going to feel very different after this, okay? And yeah, the Huna energy's there as well. I want to also mention that I'm going to be teaching Huna Reiki, so that you will be able to create an energy of healing with the Huna energy of Hawaii. So it's very powerful too. I have about 1,000 different certificates in Reiki that I'm able to now teach. So they're all going up on the teachable stuff. Okay. So we've got all of this coming in. I'm just getting my PDF. Okay, so we're assimilating activations effectively. It's very, very important that you keep a positive vibration, that you are eating clean, that you're staying in a positive mindset, you're in that place of receiving, and that you're reminding yourself to do this every single day. We're going to open spiritual channels and accelerate the frequency of your personal vibration. We are going to prepare to shift energy instantly. And so we say a declaration: I align with my inner healing space of instant change and wholeness. And we say enter. And we just feel a focus quickly and easily moving up our spine and out the top of our head. Just takes a second. And then we say, I align with my higher self now. Say enter. And the focus will go up the spine and up and out the top of your head. And then we say mentally, I align with my body, mind, spirit, with my center. Now enter. And it goes up and out. Okay, see this golden energy that's coming over me now? Okay, so it should take only a second or two. But now that we've already got our connection here, that they know exactly what we're doing today. So we're going to give the command for, this is before we even close our eyes, we're going to give the command that our higher self integrate and align the light codes to our highest good at all times. Enter, let it go up. Feel your focus go up to your spine. Third, we are giving the command that any negativity or blockage that might prevent the transmission and alignment of the light codes will be disentangled now enter. Feel the focus move up and quickly and easily up through your body, out through your head. Finally, we give the command that the light codes will be aligned and integrated with your body, mind, and spirit for your highest good now. Again, give the command enter and feel your focus quickly and easily moving upward your spinal column from the base of your spine up and out the top of your head. Okay, it only takes a second. Now we say that we align with the light alliance and our higher self now. We ask that these codes be integrated into your energy field with ease and grace in that moment of time. And we're going to give the command align and enter. Now close your eyes. Okay, so as you close your eyes and relax, okay, we are going to integrate the light codes from the light alliance into your being. And as we do so, you are going to imagine a white diamond in front of you that is as big as you are. It's something that you can step into. And this is a diamond doorway. And each one of these expansion sequences, you are going to step into a brand new diamond doorway. This is what they've told me to tell you. Close your eyes. And imagine in front of you now a giant diamond white shape pulsating with pure white light. It may be misty, it may be bright, it may just be a white light, but it is the shape of a diamond and it is big enough for you to step into. Imagine yourself standing up now as this first expansion sequence upgrades the amount of light in your body. So see yourself standing up. Give yourself the command, I accept. And when you step into the white diamond, say enter. Step into the white diamond, enter. Feel your focus quickly and easily moving up your spinal column as you stand in the white diamond. Next is the Light Alliance Enlightenment sequence. And this one is about creating opportunities that are most aligned with my path, with my plan, with the Creator now, and see another white diamond in front of you. This is one for the enlightenment sequence. And then give the command, I accept, and step into the new white diamond and say enter. Feel your focus quickly and easily moving up your spinal column, up and out the top of your head, standing in the white diamond light. Stay in there for now. The next one is a love sequence from your Light Alliance. And this transmission recalibrates and activates your heart and being with divine love sequences that are your birthright now. See a new white diamond in front of you, full of white light, completely filled with white light. Give the command, accept the love sequences, step into the new diamond. Just use one foot and step into it. That's all you have to do is imagine. and enter, and feeling the energy moving up and out the top of your head, standing in the pure white diamond-shaped light. Next, we have the empowerment sequence. Notice that you will have some tingles and things going on in your body. That's okay. Just keep your eyes closed. The next one is about, I am clearing all that would be in opposition to my strength and power now. And see another diamond doorway filled with white light in front of you. And say, I accept, and step forward, enter into the new diamond doorway. Feeling the focus quickly and easily moving up the spine and out the top of the head. Standing in the empowerment sequence. Next, a new diamond doorway is in front of you. This one is white. This is about re-scripting your life. I am re-scripting my life to be more aligned with my divinity and the choice to shine my light now. And give the command accept. Step forward and enter into the diamond light, into the diamond doorway, feeling your focus quickly and easily moving up your spine, up and out the top of your head. And see another white diamond doorway in front of you. This one is realigning your pathway. And I am optimizing my progression to mastery now. Giving the command accept. Seeing a new doorway, entering the new doorway. And enter, feel your focus moving up your spinal column, up and out the top of your head. And there was another diamond doorway in front of you filled with white lights. And this one is the Sacred Flames sequence. I am upgrading towards my spiritual evolution now. And I accept this now. And enter, step into the new doorway. Upgrading. Focusing on the energy easily moving up and out the top of your head. And a new doorway forms in front of you. A diamond filled with white light. This is about being in the flow. I am in the divine flow and live my life of joy with ease and grace effortlessly now. And then we give the command accept, step forward and enter. Feeling the focus quickly and easily moving up the spinal column, up and out the top of your head. And seeing a new doorway open up in front of you again, pure white. And this one is for anchoring the soul to the body. This transmission strengthens the connection with your higher self now. So we give the command, I accept this. And step forward and enter. And feel the energy moving again up. You might feel it in the back of your head a little bit, and up and out. This next one is an empowerment booster. See a huge, even bigger diamond doorway now. This is a big booster. Double the size of your door now. This transmission empowers your body, mind, emotions, family, friends, love, relationships, work, job, career, time, daily habits, patterns, space, home, and life on all levels now. Then we give the command accept and step forward and enter into that big space. Allow it, the empowerment booster. Let the integration move up the space of your spine, up and out the top of your head. And finally, the Light Alliance Mastery Integration. See the biggest diamond doorway you can imagine, filled with white and golden lights. And this integration aligns all transmissions today with your higher self, with ease and grace. Now give the command accept. Step into this huge doorway and enter. Allow for a moment. Allow the Light Alliance and allow messages to come forward for you now, and transmitting messages to you. 3, 2, 1. Transmitting now. Receive the message. Allow yourself to receive. Allow yourself to heal. Allow it all to flow. Take notice of the messages, vibrations, and feelings and emotions that come up and out, visions that you have. Ask any final questions now. Your Light Alliance team and your Spiritual Light team, as well as the Spiritual Clearing team, are connecting you back with the here and now in your chair, wherever you are. And those diamond doorways are all closing up. They are only for you. You can do this again if you need to. And we are going to give thanks for everyone for their help and assistance. We are grateful to each and every spiritual team member, the Light Alliance, our higher self, source energy, and all those working with us from the light only. We are grateful. We give thanks for each one of you for stepping forward today and being a part of this process. We thank you for integrating this energy within deeply. We thank you for messages that are going to come through now and throughout the week. We are open to signs, opportunities, and symbols that are everywhere. And if things need to fall away from our life, it will do so easily and with grace as new energy, new people, new vibrations move forward into our lives. We thank you for assisting us in this journey. We ask for all of these light code energies to be integrated through all layers, through all dimensions of time and space, through all parts and pieces of who we are as a soul, integrated with love and light and sealed with love and light with the Om symbol around our aura, radiating protection and strength, abundance, love, light, support, protection, guidance, and gratitude. We are thankful for our upgrades today. And we give thanks that this is done. So be it, so be it, so be it, and so it is. And you can open your eyes whenever you're ready. Take a deep breath. Take some water. Okay. Everybody, let me know how you're feeling. Yay! Awesome. Yeah, it'll take a little minute because there's so many things that are integrating with you. I hope my husband didn't get interrupted by the dogs. Awesome. Did anybody receive some pretty powerful messages? You probably needed it, Kathy. You're welcome. Yay! My husband got to do a whole thing. Yeah, I really did too. I mean, I'm trying to take you guys through it and it's happening to me as well. That's okay. However it is for you, but they did tell me to use the diamond shape, which is funny because I use that for most of all of my healing as well. And to get you to step through those diamond gateways. So it's okay, we've got this webinar is going to be up. Oh, that's beautiful, honey. This one will be up so that you can do it. Okay, that's fine, Vicky, because sometimes the message comes to you later as well, remember? It's integrating. Beautiful. Exactly. That can't hurt. Elaine. Yeah, so I'm glad to relax and receive. Exactly. I'm glad that perhaps... Oh, beautiful. That's lovely, Lisa. Yeah. Right, perfect. And that was something that I was leaving up to you guys, Patty, is whatever colors that you were seeing as well. Cool. What we want to do is whenever we're doing anything, yeah, we do, honey. Whenever we do anything, we have to just trust that it's always the right thing for us. You know, so some people get a lot of messages, some people just get a lot of light. Whichever way it is, you know, people will, you'll integrate it how you're supposed to, which is awesome. If we need to go to the beach, we need to go to the beach. We can't go to the beach in Colorado though, but we'll make it happen. My friends in Florida are like, we can always come to Florida. Just saying. It's like, I don't want to be in the heat. But yeah, there's things happening on big levels right now, guys. So you have all... Yeah, see, you, Elaine, and my friend Kathy, I reckon you guys should connect because you're both there. Yes. There's always Cali. I know, that's the other place. California's crazy at the moment, though. Might have to go up to the northern beaches. But yeah, I know that a lot of people are doing their traveling a little bit right now as well. You know, traveling around places. A couple of people I know are on road trips right now. Yep. I always get a good feeling when I've come to the United States and gone over there. Hi, Sophia. I've got something I'm going to make for you. Which is awesome. But yeah, what was I going to say? Northern California is going to rain, see? I always feel a good vibration there, but I'm not sure what it's like now because it was 2012 when I was in Capitol Records, at Capitol Records there, right in, like, you know, downtown kind of thing. So that was a while ago now. A lot's changed since then, of course. But, I mean, meeting up with everybody, and I'm just going to have a big conference sometime. And huge big class or a big, you know, connection or a big conference where everyone can fly in or be there, or, and I'll have to figure out exactly where that's going to be. Imagine an all day workshop. Big conference. Go down to Miami. I have to do one in Miami and one over at Cali. I'll just go from one side of the country to the other so that everyone can be there. We'll see what happens. I know, I need to go to the Redwoods and Los Angeles, yeah. For sure. We'll all come. I'll just have to, I'll ask, and they always direct me and I just go with the flow. So when I don't listen, that's when I get in trouble. I know that by now. All right, everybody. So I'm going to let you all go and enjoy the rest of your day. And I have some, as I said, I have some Lemurians and bits and pieces that are going up. There are a couple of Phantom Quartzes up on the website. Don't forget that to make sure that you're just drinking. Yeah, I think it's LA, Morgan. And Canada as well. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water today, okay? Just because a lot of the toxins come to the surface and we want the water to just flush them out as that happens. Especially straight after doing the meditation like that as well. And for Eagle Star, yeah, she's overseas, so she's thank you for being here with us as well. And away we go. So hopefully you guys all feel amazing, and this helps you. Thank you so much. And thank you all for being here. Lots of love to all of you. Love you guys. And I'm about to go and make my husband something yummy to eat. We're having vegan enchiladas. We're looking forward to those. And sending lots of love, many blessings. And bye for now, everyone. Bye. You're welcome. Bye.